UE4SD project has been very, very unique and very path-breaking, which has been really exciting while we've been doing the project. But of course the most important question is, what is the legacy of this project and where do we go next? Because in a sense it's broken new ground, it's stepped in, it has mapped things, it has developed things, and it has provided a platform and a focus and some really useful tools in order for us to take those next steps. But what will those be? Now, the network of partners and the steering group are now very busy in discussions of quite a few very particular things that we might do, whether that's developing new tools, developing new projects, developing the network, and so on and so forth. But there are some other things that we can all think about doing at a more strategic level so that we ensure that this professional development agenda moves forwards. And some of those things will happen at a sectoral level in the higher education sector. We need to see what we can all do to influence the sector and its priorities and change those and challenge those a little bit more. For instance, the ways that our research incentives are at present and the drivers of that in terms of the kinds of publications that we are encouraged to produce and the kinds of funding opportunities that there are and how they dictate the kind of knowledge and inquiry that's going on in our system. We need to do everything we can at all levels to actually challenge that, and then also to challenge the dominance of research against teaching agendas, which sometimes at present these are still very competitive agendas, and the teaching dimension needs to have a lot more focus so that we can bring forward these kinds of educational change initiatives. Within our own universities, all of us can possibly do more to try and challenge what's happening in terms of the priorities and the agendas within our universities, and see what we can do to inform the enhancement agendas, the academic development initiatives that go on, and just on an informal level as well, have a lot more conversations with our colleagues about education and what kind of education we need and how could we work together to bring a more interesting education. These kinds of conversations are very difficult in universities because we are working within systems that have their silos and their groupings and their ways of working. But we need to do a lot more to actually step forward and take this challenge on and do that both formally and formally within our own environments.